I'm a live course on live. It's Reese here from Talking the Turf TV. Just at the start of the video, I want to thank everybody for the superb engagement levels in the last couple of weeks and the growth of my channel in terms of subscribers. It's still on a very humble number, but 38, it's almost doubled in size in just 2 weeks of work. And I couldn't be more grateful, and I'm happy with the way my confidence has grown, and I endeavour to produce content about Burnley and general football for a long, long time to come now. I've really found confidence and a fire in my belly to do so, but we're here to preview Burnley's game on Sunday at 1 o'clock against Bournemouth, and it's a sort of game and this sort of environment in the club at the moment where rather than being excited to attend the match, we'll all be going to the turf out of a labour of love at this moment. And, you know, the only thing that can get people back on side is not necessarily to see a win or a fine performance, beautiful football, but at this point, we want to see some evidence of a plan. We want to see less stubbornness and thinking outside the box from the manager and the coaching staff. We want to see players taking individual responsibility. We must cut out the plethora of errors that we made, and we need to be giving other individuals a chance. And I think most Burnley fans would agree that the biggest thing to appease the fans that Vincent Company could do when we see the team sheet on Sunday dinner time is to displace James Trafford and give Munich his first league opportunity this season. I think that would be seen as a common sense decision and a decision which will enable us to get more often on the front foot in this game. In this game, what we must do is, particularly more than other games, be quite concise and crisp with our passing because of Bournemouth being such a high intensity pressing team, and the damage that they could do is on the turnover, which is they've scored more goals and created more chances from turning the ball over than any other team in the league, which the precise concern about this game is we all know all too well, unfortunately, that giving the ball away and being caught high upfield and out of shape and out of position when we're not the most defensively structured team anyway, but it happens to be our biggest Achilles heel. And we all know that because of the situation we're in, unfortunately, we've developed such a unhealthy habit through the course of the season of surrendering the lead, uh, conceding a goal and having a mountain to climb within the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of the games. I can't even count how many times I feel like we've been chasing the game even before it started, and because of the general sort of mood of the fan base, okay, I feel like we're all going to the game in many ways on Sunday, searching for a reason to become angry in many ways, and that the confidence of the players must be short and brittle, and it's just so important that we can find our feet into the game and grow into it gently, and you just know that should Bournemouth manage to score another goal, then it could be a dismal afternoon and could be long for the players, company, and fans alike. We must try our best to stay behind the team at all costs because losing our ranks and not being supportive and having dissenting voices in the players' hero from the stands is only going to be counterproductive. But that said, the players have a responsibility to show some pride and passion and togetherness. And in many ways, I was almost becoming on the ledge of seeing company out after the Palace game because I was disheartened and very annoyed by what I saw from the players. But like having had 3 or 4 days now to sort of take myself away from the heat of the post match thoughts and collect my thoughts and look at things in the cold light of day. I am firmly company and I love this manager. I appreciate what the new owners and company have done for the club, and it's a collective effort. And some of the best footballing memories of my life were created last year. But like starting on Sunday afternoon, it's sort of a very much uh, audition time for the individuals on the pitch and an audition time for company for me to be thinking to myself, we're in a real moment of adversity here, so much so that to a degree the pressure is off. But when we're in a terrible spot, are you going to show me on the pitch that you have still got fresh ideas, Vincent Company, and that the players are still fully engaged and listening to you? And can you show the will to win and the desire to still do the right fundamental basic things so that if we face adversity and problems and dark moments in the championship, can you be trusted that you're learning enough, that you're going to be brave to do the right things next season in more crucial moments? Because if I see people walking around with heads down, dropping out of challenges, bickering on the pitch, passes like the ball going out to play for no reason when there's not much pressure on the ball, or people just being kind of aimless with a passing, then I'm not going to be amused one bit. As for Bournemouth, they're coming into the game in a terrible moment. And like not terrible in terms of consequences, but in terms of their actual form, they've only picked up, I think it's 3 points in the league, and they haven't won a game since Boxing Day, and the last time they won a game was against Fulham, which was 3 days after they beat Fulham. So give or take, uh, they have since Christmas been almost as bad as us. The only caveat to that is that before Christmas they're not until late October onwards when they beat us to go above us in the league at that time. When we put a disgraceful performance in against them down there, other than Charlie Taylor scoring his first ever goal for Burnley. That was pretty much the only highlight. Uh, and of course, we were stung in ridiculous fashion by the when Gerrard equalised and it was said to be legitimate and the line went green only to be then turned red. It was a debacle of a performance and a point that we absolutely wouldn't have deserved, though that's just epitomised our lack of luck this season. But Bournemouth were so intense, attacking, scoring goals from all around the pitch, from Solanke Sinister, Clivert, were all chipping in and scoring regularly, and they had become a very potent counter-attacking team. And even Man United were drastically put to the sword at one point by them in emphatic fashion. But for Bournemouth, it's very much a case of, you know, once the mid-table club is secured, it's sort of like there's a glass ceiling and like a relatively decent but average Premier League team, if that makes sense, with due respect to them, cannot, once they've achieved so much and had a hot streak, the only way is really down. And in all honesty, at the beginning of the season, I actually had in my personal predictions Luton, Sheffield United, and Bournemouth to be the relegated three teams. I predicted Burnley to be a couple of places above Bournemouth. I was for fourth from bottom. I was sort of torn in two minds between Crystal Palace and Forest at the time, but unfortunately, we couldn't be more wrong about the way that the respective teams' seasons have worked out. And I just think that on one hand, you could say, well, what more could we ask for than a depleted team of what absolutely they won't have their new signing, the Turkish striker, you guys. He won't be around. There could be an injury to Sinister, I believe. So they could be hamstrung in attack, and I understand that they're going to have to play uh, someone in the false nine position because I don't think they're blessed with an actual natural number nine if Solanke is unavailable. And from what I can understand by listening to Bournemouth content, but basically they're chalk and cheese from when Solanke is available compared to when he isn't. So that seems to favour it playing into Burnley's hands. Like we couldn't have a friendlier game at this moment in time. But how many times have we said, oh, we should win, or this is a great opportunity, and we've just let it slip through our fingers? So, from a Bournemouth perspective, they'll be like coming to Burnley in absolute glee, hoping that they can capitalise on just the general frailties. And we've lost 10 at home out of 13, so they'll be really looking at this as a golden opportunity to arrest their slide. I think they're safe on 25 points. Well, they're safe and secure because us in Sheffield are absolutely hopeless, but obviously they'll be looking to just chalk off this next 9 points or so over the next month so that they can completely assign themselves to the beach for the rest of the season. And, they have got players for whom, if they do play, we have to be careful to get a lot of balls into the box. I particularly like Matt Sarans, I like Alex Scott. He's an excellent young prospect. I like Lewis Cook, Marcus Tavernier, obviously, like I've already said, Solanke. And they have a lot of composed footballers, but like Burnley, they don't particularly have so many sort of established Premier League older heads. But what they do have is a clear ethos that works. Obviously, the ability to beat the press, and they're not probably is prone to calamitous errors like we have, so that they can use the athleticism of billing the passing range of Alex Scott, the composure on the ball, so it's a nice blend in midfield, and then the physical movement normally of Solanke, his ability to run in behind into the channels, and then the threats of Tavernier from set pieces. So it's a nice blend for Bournemouth, and so much that we have to be aware of. But because they've hit a brick wall at the moment, I think neither team have won so far in 2024. So prediction wise, if they're going to have Solanke out and move once an attack, then that might be our best avenue that we've had for a few months to a clean sheet. But you know, we've only had one clean sheet all season, I think, have we? And that was against Sheffield United. So I'll be a brave man to predict that. So overall, I'd have to say that as much as I want Burnley to win, I just feel like a win is expected in the world. I think half the time we've got a goal winners these days, so I'm going to say that we'll score one as long as Fofana is on the pitch. But I want Jack Court to give us the solidity in midfield. So if it was me, I would start a midfield of Cohen, Cork, Burge, and Burge in the advanced role. I would like to see Manuel Benson get at least half an hour in when Odegaard tires, and because he's on loan and there's no point in being here otherwise, and he must be held in high esteem and be very highly rated from a young age. Why can't we start Jacob Brun-Larson while we have the use of his services? So that those will be the changes I make beyond the obvious starting a Munich, and I can't lie. I will be looking at Vincent Company funny if I don't see that flexibility and the willingness to change. So I'm going to go 1-1. It's a point that to a degree stops the rot and might galvanise the fans somewhat, although in the grand scheme of it, it's not going to make a world of difference to where we actually finish the season. But we'll see. Thank you for watching. And you on the FCB Bournemouth channel in the morning. So if anybody sees that video, please follow me over to there to like and subscribe to their channel. And thank you to them for the opportunity. And I will be back to do a watch longer to over the weekend before our game on Sunday. Thank you for the support, everybody. Good night to you. Good morning to you, wherever you are in the world. And over the cards. Thank you for watching.